Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and today we are checking out the White Mage again, or the White, whatever we are. WHM, abilities, profile, classes, job, White Mage, yes. So we got up to level 40, so let's check out this level 40 quest. Ooh, jump. And something is missing. There we go, that's better. Alright, so, oh brother, where art thou? Ooh, we're going to get a Cure 3. Restores hit point of target and all party members nearby target. Raya Ocinta would ask a favor of you. How much does that cost? 1,500. That's a big one. Let's accept it. Tickman, I owe you an apology. When last we spoke, I promised that I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intensely refuses to heed my words. Why, the more I try to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride and no common sense, that one. I can scarce believe we are kin. So intent is he to prove that you are unneeded, that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental and save the forest all by himself. Needless to say, such a task is far beyond his powers. There's a part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson. And yet, as his sister, I fear for him. So, would you go look after him, Tickman? Seedsteer, no. He is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows even more unsafe these days. I thought to go myself, but if you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how fictitious he has been. When last I spoke with him, he announced his intentions to begin his efforts in the Bramble Patch. With any luck, you may still find him there. Now please go in haste, before some ill fate befalls him. As you wish. So he's going to the Bramble Patch, which is in the East Shroud, and I'm in the South. So let's head on over. So every day I've been doing a party finder for this healer. By leveling up one, you can do it like once a day. Just because I don't feel like leveling him, I don't feel like healing too often. I'm not a big healer. But, we gotta get them quests done, so I'm gonna do it for you all. So we can all see what's going on around here. Swollen Gedidja. I don't even know what that's for, but... Erun Sinta, I'm here to help you. Huh, but isn't my sister's favorite adventurer. Come to show me up, have you? Well, you can march right back and tell sister that I'm doing just fine. I am only, resting. Cough. Even if I were hurt and unable to placate this tree, what could a run-of-the-mill adventurer like you do about it? Well, let me show you what I can do. This is what we can do. We can show that tree who's boss. So let me put this on me. Let me put a cure on me. And now we're going to show this tree exactly who's the boss. One deep stained spirit of time. Or deep stained spray. Yeah, buddy. Got him. Alright, that's a little bit done. Now, let's heal this tree. Come on, Blood Paul. Work with me. Do your magic. There you go. Pacified. Huh, beginner's luck. If you think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are a worthy inheritor to the teachings of Master Tawa. A run, you yourself do not believe those words. Sister, what are you doing here? Seeing to my pig-headed brother's safety. What do you think I'm doing? For better or worse, it would appear you suffer only from bruises to your leg and your pride. A run for all your obstinacy. I know that deep down you are no fool. No, you are wise beyond your years. You realize as well as I the dire fate that will befall Gridania if we do not quell the Great One's fury and restore peace to the wood. The venture is not Pelagiae, this is true, but what of it? Would you blindly trumpet traditions as the very force turns against us and brings ruin to our home? We have a greater calling to answer. You know this. I do, sister. Poor little guy. Oh, my dear Aaron, what are sisters for, if not to forgive their little brothers? Fits of folly. Now, Tickman, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. Alright, then let's speak with Rail at Camp Tranquil. Since this tree is now pacified. Think this is the way? Yes. This is the way. Look at my little green leaf thing on my back. That's pretty cool looking. Sickman, thank you. I knew it was only a matter of time before everything came around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. When we first met, I promised that one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, I suppose this is as good a day as any for the telling. The tale begins some 3 millennia ago, in the 5th astral age. It was a time of the endless frost, when the barren wasteland, snow, and rime stretched as far as the eye could see. Food was scarce, and warmth scarcer. The here series hold many a grim tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct, survival. In time, the winter thawed, and the magic was no longer essential for survival. But once awakened to its conveniences, there was no returning to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways in which magic could be employed, and civilization flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt, and nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power, to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic, the most devastating form of sorcery the world has ever seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. That is, white magic, our magic. Does this surprise you? Just as there can be no dawn without the night, the white and black are but 2 sides of the same coin. War raged on, and magic was used and abused, with little concern for the consequences. And consequences there were. unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of ether, threatening to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing, it made little difference. If used with no concern for the ether, our magics prove as ruinous to the land as most devastating black magic spell. And so, it was that our practicing of white magic was forbidden, with no exception. The Padja, our kind, were entrusted as sole shepherds of the now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace while ensuring that the great power will never again be misused. Though he is still young, Aram feels the profound sense of responsibility as strongly as it does. Thus, he hesitates to accept you. But, having seen your abilities and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured his doubts have been dispelled. With the three of us united in place and purpose, and your skills ever growing, the day that we may perform the quieting draws near. So our fortune, the Great One, has not yet been entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One and restore the 12 rules to its former state of harmony, we must truly be one of heart, one of mind. It is to this end that a tower cant has guided you to us. Further, your mastery of our art, man, and let us mend the wounds of the wood together. And that concludes Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? So we got Cure 3 and some XP. Awesome. I like that. Not a super long quest, not a super short quest. There you go. But just right, kind of like Porridge. So we got to hit level 45 before we hit the next one. No recommended gear. And let's get this Cure 3 up in our, up here, right here. Stores targets, and this is an AoE and an AoE. Restores own hit points and the hit points of all target members. So that's for me, that's for my target. Awesome. So I've been using Regen a lot, that works. Let's lock this back down. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me. My name's Tick, and we're back another day with another quest. Y'all take care.